Yes, good evening to everybody. This is Raidu, came from Hyderabad. Today I am going to explain about my career development as a part of RICS APC final assessment interview. So I have completed my diploma in civil engineering in the year 1994 from the reputed government model residential polytechnic with 82 percentage. During 3 years course duration, I got 2 times college first rank among other disciplines like electrical, mechanical. Also, I have done advanced course in quantity surveying offered by RICS India Professional Education in the year 2011-2012. This is the 6 months online distance learning course. I have total 22 plus years experience in all respects of quantity surveying and construction, of which 9 plus years in Middle East. I have experience in buildings, residential buildings, commercial buildings, and institutional buildings, and oil and gas and infrastructure works. I have experience in consultancies and contractor and EPC tenders. A very good experience in EPC tendering system. After completion of my diploma, I have joined as a site supervisor with a special class contractor. The nature of job is the construction of the overhead storage reservoirs of various capacities and the corresponding pipelines in approximately 100 villages in the Srikalahasti Assembly Constitution. So this client is Panchayat Raj RWC engineers. I was coordinating all the 4 mandals government engineers to get the OHSR and the pipeline modification locations. Then I am giving the marking to same OHSR and the pipelines. I am preparing the material requirements for all the various sizes of the overhead storage reservoirs, and I am managing the 4 non-technical supervisors and preparing the labor bills. Thereafter, I moved to Lanco Infratech Limited as a junior engineer. The nature of job is the construction of bachelor accommodation project at SRI Limited, Jamnagar. My responsibilities was reporting to project engineer, preparing the bar pending schedule, and submitting to the PMC. That time is the Tata Consulting Engineers or the PMC, and getting the approval and distributing the subcontractor blocks as well as our direct executed blocks, and preparing the client invoice. And submitting the PMC and getting the approval. Once getting the certification, I am preparing the material reconciliation statement and certifying the subcontractor payments and coordinating with our procurement department. And any variations are there, identifying and quantification and submitting and getting the approval. Thereafter, I moved to SS Consultants as an estimation engineer. This is the one of the leading design and architectural, civil and architectural consultancy in the Hyderabad. At that time, we have done 6 private medical colleges of all 150 admissions per annum, and 26 numbers of social welfare residential school complexes and various institutional buildings like LIC Zonal Training Center and ARCA Training Center and International Hostel Building for IP Academy of Rural Development. My responsibilities are to prepare the total project estimations, like detailed estimations, quantification as per the standard method of measurements, and the abstract estimations and rate analysis. And I manage the 4 estimation engineers and a drafting team. In addition to that drafting team, I prepared the designs of all plumbing and sanitary designs for all medical colleges and the 6 government medical 26 residential school complexes, and preparing the new item specification for the new items, and preparing the total tender documents like tender invitation and general conditions of contract to instructions to tender specifications, BOQs, drawings. Here I got all types of experience. I worked as a consultant engineer, I worked as a PMC, I worked as a contract engineer. After that, I moved to Larsen & Toubro Limited as a senior engineer estimation and planning. Here I have handled 2 projects, so that is Boulder Hills Golf Course project and the Boulder Hills villas within the same golf course project. I was reporting to project manager. I prepared the budget for the 2 projects, and I coordinating with the various vendors and the subcontractors, and also finalizing the subcontractors. And preparing the client invoice, submitting them to the PMC. That is at the time of the Davis Longdon, she is the cost consultant, and coordinating with them and explaining about coordinating with them and getting the approval. And also I have got a good opportunity to work with international consultants like Golf Course PMC is the Hardine Golf Australia, and Tim Roder is the Villas Architect America, and Golf Course Shaper from UK. So this is the good opportunity, and in addition to that I have prepared all management information systems like daily progress report, weekly, monthly, and construction schedule updation, and staff requirement, and the plant and machinery requirement, all the work orders preparation for the subcontractors and the certification of the subcontract payments. In addition to after that I moved to Ireland FS Engineering Construction Company, formerly known as Mitas Infra Limited, as the assistant manager QS in their buildings and structures division in their tender team. I was reporting to the tendering manager. At that time, we were participated throughout India. Majority of the DGMAP means MES, Director General Manager Completion Projects, all are lump sum tender products. So they were giving the approved for construction drawings. So based on the drawings, I have prepared all the quantification for the different buildings, and getting the quotations from various vendors, subcontractors, and assisting to the and giving to handing over to the my tendering manager. In terms of sometimes I am assisting to the my tendering manager in terms of some manholes, something they are asking the number basis. So I have to prepare the total one each number, how much quantification is coming item wise. In that kind of activities I am helping to. In addition to that, I am assisting to a business development team to get the projects pre-qualification, and also I am responsible for the submission. I am responsible to arranging the documents for all the from the technical submission to the commercial submission. As part of their overseas operations, they have started operations in Dubai in 2017 January. So part of that, they sent me anticipation images. I have worked for in Dubai for 1.5 years. In there, I have worked for all high-rise buildings and as per the high-rise buildings. Thereafter, I moved to part of their business strategy. They closed that operation. Then I got an NOC and joined in Gulfar Engineering and Construction as a senior estimation engineer in their tender team. Gulfar Engineering and Construction is one of the largest construction company in the Middle East. So my responsibility was to report to the contracts manager. When our contracts manager was on vacation, I was leading the total contract team for at least 1.5 months in a year, and I was preparing the total tender estimations. Out of my 3 years duration, we have achieved 7 projects. Out of 7 projects, one project is that $55 million project. That is the exclusively civilian projects, exclusively civil project. That is the construction of the BAP gas compression project. Client main contractor is SK Engineering and Construction. I have got an opportunity to go to the South Korea to negotiate with the client for negotiation of this project along with my contracts manager. Finally, we have achieved that one and completed that project. At that time, I have managed 3 quantity surveyors at site as well as 2 quantity surveyors at a tendering office. So after that, I took a gap and I came back to India and joined in again Ireland FS Engineering Construction Company as a manager QS buildings and structures in tendering team. So again at that time we participated major tenders like Delhi Development Authority and Gorakhpur Development Authority, Mahindra construction of multi-story residential housing complex for Mahindra Life Sciences and Chennai and Hyderabad, and Ascendas total site development works. So my responsibilities at that time to handle the various vendors and subcontractors and pre-bid engineering consultants. At that time, the Delhi Development Authority is my company has taken as the opportunity where they took keen interest to get that project. So that is from the concept to the completion. So client has given only the schematic area and the requirement of the dwelling units. Each dwelling is what is the area. So we have to prepare total entire schematics as per the master plan Delhi development guidelines and everything. So we have engaged the one consultant and coordinate with them and get all the information and prepare the total schematic drawings and get the designs and the estimations we have checked, and meanwhile we have approached the various vendors and subcontractors and get the quotations, and then it's handing over to our tendering manager. Then I moved to NBTC group as the head of the tendering civil. So NBTC is one of the largest engineering and construction company in the Kuwait. They have started they have branches all over in the Middle East. I was joined in Abu Dhabi branch as the head of the tendering. So my responsibility was exclusively we are executing the oil and gas field projects. My responsibilities was once receiving the tender invitation, we have to prepare the bid. Once the expression of interest, we have to prepare the no bid, bid or no bid report and review with management and take the decision. And once receiving the tender invitation, I have to read the documents and understand the scope of work, arrange the internal kick-off meeting with other discipline engineers like electrical piping and instrumentation, and putting the deadlines to meet that client requirements. In addition to that, I was dealing. In addition to that, I have done many lot of EPC tenders. Recently, we have got on $20 million camp accommodation project with stiff competition. At that time, also I have got an opportunity to go to Italy 2 times for negotiating with the client. After that, along with my CEO, along with my GM, and finally we got that project. Now we are executing that project. So this is my total responsibility.